Hello everyone, welcome back to Chronicle. Oh, whoa, is it Monday? Oh my gosh. Oh, it is. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the Chronicle, where I talk about my daily life, weekly goals, and the overarching plot of my life. My hair looks crazy because it's technically up in a ponytail right now. Sorry, yeah, technically ponytail. Um, where the flip? I can see it. I can see it. Look, it's right there. But why can't I find it? There it is. Whoop. See? Ta-da. So yeah, sorry, that was really rushed. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chronicle, where I talk about my daily life, weekly goals, and the overarching plot of my life. I feel the urge to talk very quickly right now because I need to do this very quickly. It's currently 11:54. I was supposed to be in bed 54 minutes ago, but there's this game called Dead as Disco, and it's very good. It's currently in early access. I thought it was fully released. Turns out it came out in early access a couple months ago, and I was like, that looks super good. As you guys know, I love rhythm games. Rhythm games are really hard to find because they're a little bit niche, right? Because like rhythm, you got to be good at rhythm to be good at the game, right? And a lot of people aren't good at rhythm, therefore they're not good at the game. So it's like they're a little niche. Anyway, it's called Dead as Disco. It's early access. I saw the trailer. I was instantly hooked. I bought it. I think I bought it actually right there, right then and there. I was like, wow, that looks so good. I did not know it was early access. I thought it was actually done. Turns out it's not. But I've played through all the story and I'm playing the arcade now. It's super duper fun. That's why I'm doing this way later than I should, because I was playing the game. It was just so much fun. Anyway, today I woke up fine. I probably won't wake up fine tomorrow because I'll be missing some sleep. Because like I said, I should have been asleep about an hour ago. I also didn't go grocery shopping. I hope that's gonna work out fine. I've still got some snacks and some food. I got stockpiled food from the weekend. I ate all of that now, so that's kind of gone, but that's okay. I think I'll just make a sandwich. I don't know, make a sandwich tomorrow. Maybe I should try and go to sleep right after I record this. I don't know. I'm a little frazzled because, like I said, I need to go to bed very, very soon. Yeah, my hair looks kind of dumb. That's fine. That was the goal. I'm happy with it. Um, anyway, yeah, so today I woke up, went to work, work was fine, came back, took a shower, played a mission of Helldivers, watched an episode of anime, ate some food, took my creatine, feeling good, showered, went to dad's house for my older brother's baby's gender reveal. It's a boy. I'm gonna be an uncle. Wow. Um, Pretty cool. Then after that, I practiced piano, and then I came here, and then I was playing Dead as Disco, and I was like, let me just give it a shot. And also, I downloaded the game because I was like, I feel like I don't really have a game that's for me, like to myself. Currently, the only one that I really have is Helldivers 2. Technically Hades 2 as well, but I also play Helldivers 2. Because like all my five other games, they're being recorded. And I've talked about this before, where it's a little bit less fun, and I'm also worse while the camera's on. So I was like, I want another game to myself, and I was saving Dead as Disco for recording, because I thought it looked really fun. But I'm glad that I didn't save it for recording because if I did record it, I would have then quickly noticed, oh, it's not actually done yet. So I don't think I should record it, like make a series out of it until it's done. Yeah, like I said, I don't know, because like if I play a game for myself, I usually won't record it. I think is how it's gonna go. I don't usually record much Helldivers 2. Um, I was gonna try and record Hades 2. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I literally like I remember I started up the game and then turned on the camera, and I was like, this just feels weird because I hadn't actually been doing the gaming series yet at that point, so I was still weird and new to it. I do need to keep up on those. It's just I come back from work and I'm so tired. Now today there was a bit of a difference because I had that gender reveal party that I had to go to. Very impromptu. Where the frick? I see a little bit of thing in my hair. Okay. But yeah, so that was pretty much today. I'm pretty sure that covers all of it. Um, yeah, I think we got it all. Oh my gosh, okay, actually, you know what I should do? I called LabCorp to get my lab scheduled because I have a follow-up appointment next Monday. Yeah, so I've got to get those labs in ASAP. Um, so I called the place, and I got a little robot, automated voice saying you can schedule an appointment online. I was like, well, crap. Also, you don't even need an appointment. You can just walk in. And I was like, that kind of makes sense because I'm pretty sure they're just drawing blood, as far as I'm aware. I don't know what other kind of sample they would take from me. I've already submitted a stool sample and a biopsy. That's like in the past now. The stool sample is way back. The biopsy was from the colonoscopy. So I would assume they're just testing my blood, which means it'd probably be really quick and easy. But like I said, I need to get that in as soon as possible for the follow-up appointment. Is it literally next Monday? I think it's literally next Monday. Um, Also, my friend Bicycle comes back in a few days, so that's really exciting and fun. I wonder maybe I can hang out with him this weekend over the 4th of July weekend because we do a short week, short work week this week for the 4th of July. Anyway, that's about everything that happened today. Now I'm just kind of going about other stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, Tuesday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. My hair is up, quote unquote, again. Looks a little bit better than last yesterday, if I'm being honest. Look at that, a little bitty ponytail. Now this means that I am now allowed to cut my hair, because I said I was going to cut my hair once it could fit in a ponytail, and it can now fit in a ponytail. Look at that, I have a little ponytail. Maybe tomorrow I'll do an onion top, just 'cause I think it would be funny. I know I tried that half-heartedly, in the past and it didn't hold, but now I've got a little bitty ponytail right here, which means I could probably do a really funny looking onion top. Um, Also, my beard needs a trim, yeah. Anyway, today was a normal day. I woke up, went to work. I left a little bit before lunch to do my labs, because I got those. I literally scheduled them last night, and then I did them today. And also, it was really funny, honestly. It was funny how bad the, like, hospitality was, or, like, the service, kind of, quote unquote. Like, you know how, like, in the fast food industry, you're supposed to, like, be nice to everyone, because that's, like, your job. So the people at the office, at the lab core office, didn't care. I walked in, I was like, "Hi, I'm here for an appointment." She's like, "Okay, you can get checked in at the kiosk, call you when ready." She didn't even look at me, I think. I'm like, "Okay." So I check in at the kiosk, and then later she calls me up. She says, I know she's been calling people up and taking their lab orders. And I was like, "Oh, that's what I have here. I brought in the paper, the lab orders." And then she goes, "I'll take your paperwork." And I go, "Okay." And I give her my paperwork. And then I go to sit down again. And then the lady called me. She goes, "Asher?" I go, "Yeah." And then she didn't say anything to me. Like the lady that actually like did like drew my blood didn't say anything. She said, "Asher, open the door." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I follow her back there. She goes, "Sit in this chair." I go, "Okay." And then I point that like she just doesn't say anything. Like she's about as talkative as I am, which is not at all. So I sit in the chair. I don't say anything. I don't know what's happening. I know I'm pretty sure she's taking my blood for labs. That's all I know. And that's pretty much what she does. She just takes my blood, doesn't say anything at all other than like, "Is this your name?" Because my name on the file. And I was like, "Yep." But she was like pretty much like manhandling me. Like I had my arm like this. And I was like, "Oh, don't I need to do it like this so that she can get to the vein?" And then as I'm about to do that, she like grabs her arm and like turns it over, and I'm like, "Okay." And then she took she took the blood, and also I didn't even notice because of how like rough she was grabbing my arm, to get the needle in there. Um, and then afterward, she like picked my arm up to get the little gauze around there, for like the little cotton piece, and then the gauze just for your elbow there. But yeah, so that was kind of funny. Like I said, it was funny how I don't know if it counts as rude. It seemed a little rude. Like I said, the way she would just like not say anything and grab my arm. But I mean, they got the job done. It took honestly, most of it was just like waiting. Like actually, if I'm being honest, I think I was there for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and like the actual going back there and getting my blood drawn was probably like 5 minutes. Because like I said, I went back to the room, sat down, she took my blood, and then I walked right out. And like she didn't even escort me to the exit. She just said, "You're good." She just said, I don't even know what she said. I think she said something along the lines of, "You're good to go." Then she walked back into a room that I couldn't access because that was, I would assume, employees only. And I just walked right out the front door. Then I went back to work. Work was normal. It was hot. One of our ACs is down again. If you don't know, there's four giant AC units that keep the factory cool. And during the summer, one of them is usually broken at all times. First, it was the one above K cups, and then we fixed that. And then the one next to that, above the entrance for the tour, that one started leaking, and then it broke. And then that one was not working today, so it was really hot. And like I said, you need all four of them if you want to actually have an enjoyable time. Like I think if we've got all four going, it'll be pretty warm, right? It'll be noticeably warm, but it won't be hot. If it's hot, that's how you know one of the units is broken, and one of them is currently broken. I think the boss, supervisor said it got fixed the other day. Maybe it just hadn't been turned back onto its automatic cycle, but he said it was probably working. So we'll see tomorrow, I guess. But I checked it with the temperature gun, and it was like 90 degrees, and it was supposed to be blowing 70 degrees. I was like, okay, that sucks. Um, then after that, I came back. I made spaghetti, even though I was very tired and didn't want to. I made spaghetti, and I noticed my spaghetti was kind of bland last time, so I added a bunch of salt. And I will admit, too much salt. But I still ate like 90% of it, and then put like 10% of it in a Tupperware for later. Um, Speaking of eating, my stomach is doing great, dare I say. Very minor issues that only last a little bit. Like sometimes I get like a few hunger pains, just like ow, and then it goes away, and that's kind of it. But like no nausea really. Maybe a little bit in the morning before I take the Prilosec. But then I think the Prilosec fixes that. Oh my bones. But yeah, so my stomach's doing good, and I've got that follow-up appointment next Monday. Um, Yeah, so I came back home, made spaghetti, watched anime, took a shower, watched more anime. I did a lot of anime watching, which is better than doom scrolling. I think I watched 3 whole episodes today, which is about 1 hour. I also played a little bit of Helldivers, played some more Dead as Disco. Again, that's Dead as Disco, as in, yeah, I don't know, yeah. I just wanted to make sure people wasn't thinking I was saying Dead ass Disco. It's Dead as Disco, implying that disco is dead, and it is as dead as disco is. Anyway, um, very fun, very fun. I beat all of the story content that's currently in the game. I'm just going through the challenges. It's a lot of fun. I was doing that before I click record. Now I've got about 10 minutes left in my day. I'm probably just gonna brush my teeth and I think practice what I need to on my instruments, which I can do in my room because I've got a little piano, um, over right there. It's off camera, but it is there. I believe that's everything for today. Double checking my memory. Yeah, I think so. Um, anyway, yeah, I have a ponytail now. And I'll see you all tomorrow, Wednesday. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. Pretty normal day today, if I'm being honest. Nothing really spectacular. I went to work. That was fine. I actually woke up feeling pretty good. I didn't go to bed quite on time yesterday. I think I was just a little late. But I woke up feeling decent, which is better than bad, which is honestly kind of just what I'm going for at this point. Um, yeah, so work was good, and when I came back, I didn't feel totally terrible. Probably because I did have a little bit of a snack before going home. So then I made my smoothie. I drank that while playing Helldivers, and then I played some Dead as Disco again. Very, very fun. There was a small update today. I think it just added a few songs. But yeah, that's kind of all I did low key. I did practice what I needed to on my instruments for lessons tomorrow, because I'm kind of totally cooked on the whole 4 practices thing this week. But yeah, I really didn't do a whole lot. Now that I think about it, now that I'm like here, um, that's okay. I really wanted to focus on getting to bed on time. It's currently 10:49, so I have to go to bed in 11 minutes, and all I have to do right now is I think brush my teeth and pack lunch for tomorrow. And then I think I'll be good. And tomorrow is Thursday. But it's gonna be like a Friday because we were off on Friday for the 4th of July. Even though the 4th of July is on a Saturday. I heard that the way that works is because we are owed 1 paid day off for the 4th of July, but because it's on a Saturday, and we don't work Saturdays, the holiday then moves to Friday. Pretty cool how that works. I don't know how many other companies do that. Um, I don't know if that's standard. Yeah, but it is nice. Um, anyway, yeah, that's really everything today. I kind of just gamed. I made a RoboQuest episode, not super exciting. Unfortunately, like I said in the video, I'm kind of disappointed because I have not beaten a run in RoboQuest yet, even though I have on like all of the other, there's like 3 roguelikes on my channel right now, roguelike or roguelite, and I've beaten a run on all of them except RoboQuest, and I am not like I can't find the problem other than just I'm kind of not very good at it, which is fine. In my defense, I am worse when the camera is on, which makes it look really bad. Um, but yeah, maybe I should try a run solo. But then then it would be super lame if I ended up beating the run off camera. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, maybe I'll try that actually. I'll see how that actually works. Um, yeah, that would be a fun little test actually. I didn't even think about that. Um, but yeah, because I want whenever I do play a game on the channel, I want all of the game to be on the channel. The only one that isn't like that technically is Dredge. I did a little bit of just grinding, just like boring stuff, off camera, once the series had kind of paused. That series is still going. I want the DLC, so it's gonna be a lot more fun, I think. Um, but yeah, that's oh, man, I can't even think of it. Well, I could think of something to say. But that's I think everything for today. Um, I should hopefully be going to bed on time soon. Oh, I still need to drink my beer. Gosh darn. Um, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow, Thursday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to what's today? Hold on, I'm fixing my hair. Not that it'll make it look any better. I'm where it looks absolutely terrible right now. Why? Well, I had my little sister put up in a ponytail. Shout out little sister. The ponytail looks good. It's just that my hair currently looks bad. I've said this before. It's because this side's the one that's messed up. So you can see the part is like right there, right? But I think the long hair goes a little bit past that. You can see some like right here. See, like this is supposed to be as short as this stuff, but it's not because I messed it up. Not on purpose. Don't worry. But yeah, so you can see the really nice part right here. If it were like that on the other side, that would be awesome. It doesn't really do that though. So now I look kind of stupid. And what I was wondering, I was like, I look stupid, right? There's no doubting that. Also, there's the ponytail. Woohoo! But I'm not bothered by it, and I don't know why. I feel like I should be bothered by it because I feel like in the past I would definitely be bothered by how stupid I look right now. And yet I've been walking around like this all day, and I have not felt the need to take the ponytail out or anything like that. Um, does that mean personal growth? I don't know. Also, I trimmed my beard, and I've been talking about that forever. I'm sure it's a day and night difference. This is a one. I thought about going down to a two like I usually do, but I was like two. I feel like two is a little bit too long. So I took it down to a one. I feel like I look much younger, close to like the clean shaven effect, where like you shave your beard and then you look way younger. But not quite as much. I still have it's still it's kind of like the beard's still here, even though it's really short. Um, yeah, let me just try and pull. Yeah, that's not really doing anything. Just if I scrunch it that way, get up there. No? Okay, still. I mean, yeah, it's look at the gap, dude. This is insane. Holy freaking crap! My cut is insane. Shout out to my barber dog. Anyway, today I woke up. I woke up at 8, which is when I usually wake up for work because today is the third Friday. Yes. There is no Thursday. I'll get to that later. Um, I woke up at like 8 and I was like, oh man, it would be nice to get out of bed at 8 and then start my day. I'd have so much time in my day. But I was tired, so I fell asleep until 10, as if it were a weekend. So I'm thinking I might sleep less tonight. Is what I'm guessing. I'll sleep less tonight. And then I'll start my day earlier tomorrow. Maybe that's the goal. Anyway, I made bacon, egg, and cheese kind of McMuffins, quote unquote. Where that is just a bacon, egg, and cheese, not a biscuit, bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. I don't know what the exact name for that is. You could call it a English muffin, bacon, egg. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what I made for breakfast. It was quite good. I ate one and a half, and I was like, this is weird. I feel like I should be eating more. My appetite's been much better ever since I'm on my Prilosec. Then I remembered that I hadn't taken my Prilosec today, and I was like, oh crap. So I just took it while I was eating. It made my stomach feel really weird, but I think it ended up working out because I've been quite hungry today, which is good. Um, I had protein granola with protein yogurt. As you guys know, I was pretty set and settled on I cannot have yogurt and granola for lunch at work because it upsets my stomach. Well, as I said, I bought some yogurt and granola to try and experiment. I was going to say, okay, we've got protein yogurt, and we've got regular yogurt, and we've got protein granola, and we've got regular granola. So the plan was to just start experimenting with each of those, do one and the other, one with both, one with neither, blah, 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 to figure out what exactly it is that's upsetting my stomach. And I think the thing that was upsetting my stomach was just my stomach, right? I don't think the food was the problem. I think it was my stomach. As I talked about once I got diagnosed with the mild chronic gastritis, it said you should stay away from these foods. And I was like, that's weird. I've eaten all of those foods and never had any specific issues. I told this to my doctor as well. There's no specific food group that seems to make it better or worse. It seems to handle everything equally as bad. Um, so yeah, so I had protein granola with low fat Greek yogurt for dinner earlier before recording this, and my stomach was fine. No problems at all. If anything, I could have more. So that's pretty cool. So I could be having yogurt for lunch, for work lunches again, which is good. I tried the super protein yogurt with the regular granola. That went good. I did that like twice on 3 separate occasions. I did that. Um, yeah, and then what is it? So yeah, so I tried. Oh no, I forgot it was no, yeah, it was low fat Greek yogurt today. I've got non-fat Greek yogurt left because I had the super protein, had all that. I had all of the low fat. I had the super protein with the regular granola, that went well. I had the low fat with the protein granola, that went well. Now I've got I still have regular granola and I have protein granola. The next up is the non-fat Greek yogurt. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, off the yogurt ramble, I need to start with today's events, I guess. So I woke up at 10. I made bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffins, quote unquote. That went well. Then I had a monster that I had stored in the fridge. It was okay. It was like a red, white, and blue raspberry flavor for the 4th of July. Not very good. I was like, wow, this is bland. Like, it was a monster. I was confused. Like, this is a monster energy drink and it does not taste amazing. My taste buds don't feel electrified like they should with an energy drink. You know what I'm saying? So that was a bit underwhelming. But I had that, and then I did laundry at Dad's, practiced piano while I was there. Um, all good. I got some fireworks on the way home. You see this behind me? Look, like, whoop, right here. Right here. See that? That is, what is that? Those are sparklers. I bought big sparklers. So I'm going to make a yap session tomorrow, covering essentially the history of my experience with the 4th of July. So look forward to that. I was thinking about doing it during the day because I was like, I have to be outside to do fireworks. But I was like, wait, what if I just do it during the night? Because then it would be better. The plan is to do it in my dad's backyard. I think I'm going to set up my laptop and my recording equipment under the deck. And then I'm gonna set off. I've got like sparklers, I've got smoke bombs, Roman candles, and then I wanted to get some more fountain style fireworks where you just you kind of set it there and watch it go. Well, I didn't buy any of those. I really wanted to, and I should have, because the plan tomorrow is during the yap sesh. I'm just gonna be like holding little kind of harmless fireworks, like smoke bombs or sprinklers, and I'm just gonna be yapping about the 4th of July. Wow, this is like the shape that this is in is truly marvelous. You know what I'm saying? All right, can we make it look normal? Nope, you only get to look weird. All right, cool. Anyway, squish, squish. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so I think the thing is, I was like, okay, I'll do it during the morning because it'll be cool because I have to be outside. I was like, wait, what if I do it during the night when it'll be cool? I was like, well, during the night, it'll be dark, which will make it look better, but other people might also be setting off fireworks, which could interfere with the video. And also, it's like, I'm gonna bring all of my recording equipment outside, the ring light, the camera, and the microphone. It's all gonna be hooked up to my laptop, like when I was recording my auditions for UMKC, whenever I did that. And I was like, maybe it's not a good idea to be doing like fireworks around the electric equipment, the recording equipment, the expensive electronic equipment. Maybe. But I'm going to anyway. Yeah, but my only concern with doing it when it was dark is that there might already be fireworks going off. So I was like, I don't know if that'll be super, super annoying. I'm definitely going to do it. I'm 100% going to do it. The quality of how it's going to turn out is going to be questionable. Because like I said, I really would like to do it in the evening. That would make a more entertaining video. But if it might be annoying to constantly have fireworks going off if I do it during the evening. And also, I scheduled to go to a fireworks show at 10 with Bones. Um, I think I'll probably get there at like it's in Overland Park. I wanted to get there an hour early at 9 for the show that starts at 10. I probably have to leave at like 8:30. Which means I'd probably have to do this my little video uh, at 8. But because it's the summer, the sun sets very late in the day. Um, the sunset's at 8:47, dude. Okay, so I guess I could save the fireworks until Sunday and then do the video Sunday night. That way it would be that way you know uh there wouldn't be other people's fireworks going off, not quite as many. But that would just feel weird. I don't know, should I do it during the day or during the night? I don't know. Huh. Because it would definitely be cooler to see them during the night. But I'm busy during the night. I don't really want to cancel those plans. If the plan is, I don't know, because I could play it by ear, but then like I would have to essentially be counting on Bones canceling, which I'm kind of not. But at the same time, she's kind of like me in the way with parking, because like obviously it's a big fireworks show with a bunch of people, which means parking is going to be hell, for lack of a better word, and also like driving around that area. Um, Something to consider. Like I was literally imagining having to drive and park there, and I was like, oh, I don't, I don't think I want to do that honestly. So maybe I could just buy some more fireworks and we could hang out like in her backyard and doing like little fireworks. Um, but that hasn't been discussed yet, so it's unlikely. Oh my gosh, I really wanted to practice electric guitar this evening, but now it's midnight. Well past midnight. Staying up because it's the weekend. Um, good. And I'm tired now. I kind of want to go to, kind of just want to go to bed, if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, because I can do guitar catch up like tomorrow. But that keeps happening. Oh, another little update on the overarching plot of my life, technically. I submitted documents required for the Hero Scholarship, which is one step closer to enrolling in KU. Honestly, I'm not seeing the vision of going to KU this year. Like, it's not working out in my head. Now, the thing is it was like that last year as well. I can't see it actually happening until it is closer and more possible realistically. So it's like as I get closer to actually enrolling, it will then feel more real. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, did I even go over all of today's events? Muffins, laundry, fireworks. Got the fireworks. Put away the laundry. What did I have? I don't know if I had any lunch. I ended up finishing I had one leftover muffin. Ate that and a protein bar and a cookie. Played a lot of Helldivers. Played a lot of Dead as Disco. Super, super duper fun. I cannot wait for more of the game to actually be made because it is in early access. And I cannot wait for it to be done because it's so freaking awesome. Um, Holy crap. So I keep trying to get this to go down. It's not going down. It's not going flush. This is so annoying. Go down. Look. Look at how awesome it would look if it was like that. That would look totally normal. Still weird and bad, if I'm being quite honest. But it would look better than it does like that. Oh my gosh. Um, Anyway, fireworks, laundry, video games. I did those things for the Hero Scholarship. I had this reminder on my phone. Very long story. Remember that leak, where I like had to gear up, had to get all the materials and the equipment to fix the leak under the kitchen sink. And I went to go do that, and I was like, I can't. I need maintenance to do it. And then maintenance did it, but there was still some mold damage, and it still smelled bad under there. I was like, okay. So even though the leak is fixed, I gotta hit this stuff with a mold killer one more time because it still smells kind of bad under there. Well, I smelled it again today. Like that was like months ago at this point. That leak. I was like, well, I want to hit it with mold killer one more time because it still stinks even after the leak's been repaired. And then I went to smell it today, months later. Um, it didn't smell bad. I was like, oh, maybe everything's fine. I hit it with the mold killer just in case and wiped it out one more time. So now we're good. That reminder has been on my phone, like I said, for months. But I finally did it. Um, yeah, I should also finish my art project and catch up on guitar. But yeah, I believe that's everything for today. Yeah. Like I said, I really want to do that yap session. I just cannot figure out, do I do it during the day when there's less fireworks going off? Or do I do it during the night when it'll look cooler? I don't think I can do it during the night though, because it won't really be dark by the time it's good to record, and also there could be other fireworks going off. So I think either morning time or can you see my ponytail? Either morning time or Sunday night. Now, we do have work Monday morning, so I could do it like Sunday night, you know, just like kind of like at like 9 or like 10. Like I could make it like the last thing that I do that day. But also I have to actually like I have to upload this. Um, I have to actually stitch this together and then make an entry and upload this tomorrow. Or no, on Sunday. Yeah, which means that I'll be short on time because I have to then go to work the next week. I guess I could do it like on a weekday because that has to be dark. That'd be ideal. That'd be ideal video conditions. It would be dark. There would be less people's fireworks going off. It's just I would have to get up in the morning. Um, yeah. This is tough. Do I do it in the morning or the night? Gosh, it's also gonna be cooler during the night probably because the sun's gonna be down. But I can't do it during the night because I have the freaking fireworks show. Ah! Man, I guess I'll figure it out. Um. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday. I'm just remembering I didn't explain where Thursday went. We'll get to Thursday tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Saturday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturday. So today, pretty normal day actually, pretty good day, pretty decent day. One thing I am a little bit upset about is I did not get to record that Yap session that I wanted to. So I had wanted to, like I said, I really wanted to, but it just didn't quite work out. So the plan was to do it sort of at least in the first half of the day. Um, I guess it'll help to explain today's events. I woke up at, I want to say 10. Oh, yeah, I think I woke up at like 6 actually to the cats. I don't know why they're doing that again. They stopped and now they're just doing it again where they meow in the morning and I wake up and it's annoying. I thought they were over it. I guess they're back on it. Anyway, um, so I woke up, I want to say I got out of bed at like 10. And then I took my Prilosec, I did not forget about it. And then I started on making the bacon, egg, and cheese. Why does my body look red? I must have scratched it. Um, Anyway, and I took my Prilosec and then I started working on the bacon, egg, and cheese kind of McMuffins again. Quite good. I would say just as good as yesterday, if not better. I could only eat like one and a half. I'm not sure why. I just felt kind of full-ish or something. My stomach was kind of like, no more of this. And I was like, all right, whatever. Um, so I ate one and a half and I stored the rest. I guess I'll have them for breakfast tomorrow. Could be good. I ate one and a half, and then I had my creatine. No caffeine today. Yesterday I had a Monsters because I had it on me, but I didn't have one today, so no caffeine. Actually, I did have caffeine. I had like a dark later. Anyway, so I had my breakfast, and then I packed up my recording equipment, and I went to Mardell to get another poster laminated. I got an amazing digital circus poster, which is up right there. Looks great. Um, I got that laminated, so now it's nice and pretty and it'll last forever. And then I went to Dad's house. Like I said, I was gonna do the Yap session in my backyard while setting off little bits of fireworks. But it was raining. It was pretty much raining for like the first half of the day. It was raining for like hours. And even if it had stopped raining, then it would be wet. And then I can't have my recording equipment on the wet ground. That's no good. And I didn't want to like bring out a table or anything. I don't know like even what that would look like. So I just practiced piano there, and I ended up coming home. And I played some Helldivers, played some Dead Disco. Very very fun, very good. Um, and then let me think, what did I do in the meantime? I know I walked to QT and I got lunch. I got a personal pizza and Dr. Pepper. Very good. Practiced piano at Dad's. Man, I'm trying to remember this kind of interim middle part of the day that happened that I can't really remember. I think it was just gaming mostly. Um, yeah, so practiced piano, that was good. Had lunch, played games, and then my art project, that stupid art project that I gave to myself that I've been working on forever. Sorry, working on forever. Finally did a few more tiles of it. It's Chuck Close, so that's how it works. It's got those tiles. I did several. I did several. Um, Let me say, I started that thing kind of just like in a caffeine high, just because like I wanted to. Now, the thing is that I want to do that art project. I really want to. The thing is that I want to, it's just not very fun. It's only fun if I'm good at it and the result is good. But as you guys know, I'm not very good at drawing. I'm not very good at art. So it's like it's not an easy thing to do. It's challenging. It's difficult. It takes a lot of like focus. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the thing is that it takes all of that focus and that effort, but it can still turn out bad. Like I said, it's not perfect by any means. None of the art I do is like exactly what I want it to look like. Um, so that's the problem is that I put in all that effort and then I just get upset, right? Similar to how whenever you're cooking something new and you're really stressful and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I hope this is good." And then it turns out bad. Now you're tired and you're sad. And art has a similar effect sometimes because I'll work on it as hard as I possibly can. And then it still just doesn't work. And I'm like, man, this is awful. Now I feel bad and I feel like I've wasted my time and I'm upset. I'm unhappy. I'm upset. The tiles I did, they turned out, I would say, decent actually. I was not sad about how they turned out, which is good. I could be happier, but I could also be a whole lot sadder. Um, so yeah, I've got a few more key tiles. I had been avoiding the facial features because those are obviously the hardest, and if you mess those up, that makes the whole thing look terrible. So I did a few more of those key facial feature tiles. Um, Not quite done yet. Oh, I don't know. I would guess like 70% done with it. I think I've still got to get like this portion of my face done. I think I've got like the eyes. I kind of got like this portion of my face done on it, but I got to get like this portion now. Um, yeah, so I am actually pretty close to done with it. It's just that I have to actually do it, and that it's hard. and if it'll make me sad if I don't do it right. That's why it's stressful, right? It's very, very stressful. So even though I want to do it, my brain is like, oh, you don't want to do that because that's stressful, and you'll probably just be upset. Similar thing with college. That's why I haven't been working on college a whole lot. Is because I'm like, man, what if I put in? What if it's like last year where I put in all this effort, and it's all for nothing? Now I've got like one more month of lead time, but which is not a lot, because with like business days and like colleges and holidays and whatever, sometimes the process can be very slow. I think I did talk about how I submitted those files for the Heroes Scholarship. I got those documents uploaded, so we're a step further there. I don't know if I should go to KU, like the website, before seeing if that scholarship finishes, because it's like, what if I start making Zoom appointments? I start making the calls, whatever, and then the scholarship doesn't come through, and it's like, oh, well, I cannot afford all of this. I think I can afford like 1 or 2 years without the Hero Scholarship. If I had FAFSA, I could do 2 years. But of course, I'm probably going to need more than that if I want to do the thing that I wanted to do, which was high school teacher. Um, yeah, that all came from the whole art thing. But yeah, so I did do a few tiles of that before going to a parking lot at a local park to do fireworks with Bones. I had hit her up. We were going to go to this big fireworks show in Overland Park, but we were both thinking about how awful the parking situation and the leaving situation would be, because it's like it's going to be packed because it's a huge event, which means parking is going to be hard to find. We could get there early, but then we have to wait. And then even if we did stick around for the show, then we have to leave, and that's going to be really hard. If you've ever like left a concert or like a big event, you know that it's just like it's pretty much super slow, bumper to bumper traffic. You can't see anything. You can't see where people are going. It's awful. I remember I did that last year, when I was in Illinois last year. I drove to the fireworks show. We got great seating, right? But we had to leave obviously once the show was over, and then it was like awful. It took so long. I can't remember how long it took to get out of there and actually onto the road. But it was terrible. And then me and Bones were thinking about that, and I was like, honestly, I wouldn't like. We made this plan like earlier in the week, but I wouldn't mind if we canceled or that specific part. And she was like, yeah, me either. So we took pretty much all the fireworks stuff that I bought for myself for my Yap session, and then we just did those in a parking lot, and it was a lot of fun, if I'm being honest. It was pretty much just like kiddie stuff. It was like things that would spin and shoot into the sky. We got a couple of small fountains, sparklers, Roman candles. Like I said, pretty much just like kiddie stuff. But it was a lot of fun. Um, let me see. I think. Oh, I do have the videos on my phone. I'll try and get them into tomorrow's entry, or maybe in the yeah, because I still want to make the app session actually. Um, I still want to make it. Now I don't have the fireworks anymore because I spent them, which is kind of a bummer. But at the same time, like I said, it was raining for pretty much the first half of the day. And like, by the time we were there, I was like, oh man, I could totally. It's dry enough right now. I could totally go home, pack up my recording equipment, and then bring it all out here. But I feel like it would be super weird if she just watched the Yap session as it was happening, because like I wouldn't want her to like interrupt it because it's supposed to be just me talking. I guess I could do a thing where it's like she is also talking and also there, maybe off camera, maybe on camera, but that's just like a whole lot of logistics to run. And also maybe more effort than it's worth, because like I said, it would be weird if she was just watching while this video was happening and being recorded. But yeah, so we set off the fireworks. It was a lot of fun. We shot Roman candles at each other. Only one Roman candle each. I had 10 shots though. She only got close to hitting me like once. I think I got close to hitting her like maybe a couple times. I wish she had aimed at me more because that's the point of it. But she was aiming most of her shots above me, and I was like, shoot at me. And once I said that, she did kind of miss. It was like, it was actually really scary. But just the one shot that actually got near me. I don't know how many of shots got near her. I think I want to say a few. Um, but yeah, we did shoot Roman candles at each other. It was a lot of fun. I would like to do more of that. But yeah, the kitty little fireworks were fun. I will show. I've got two videos. Yeah, so I'll save. I'll try and put those into tomorrow's entry. Um, but yeah, so we shot off the fireworks there. That was a lot of fun. I'm still going to make that Yap session, fireworks or not. I would like more fireworks, but that means that I have to go buy more fireworks. And I think I already spent like $50 on all those fireworks, and I was like, I could spend another 50, um, I guess. But it's like then I would have to go back to my dad's house to record the video, and it's like it's all doable, but it's just kind of annoying now because I'd have to like go to dad's house again. I would have to buy the stuff again. I would have to pack up my equipment again and then set it up and then do the video. And that's like I could just do this. I could sit in front of the camera and talk about it. That's what the previous Yap sessions were. Um, But yeah, it's like, it's just like the wind's kind of out of my sails. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna make it to fireworks or not. The question is, do I want to go to the firework tent again tomorrow, buy fireworks, buy about essentially $50 worth of fireworks again, and then record the video. It's looking like the forecast is clear and sunny for tomorrow, which is good. So I could do it tomorrow. I don't know if the firework tent is still going to be up. I would assume. Thing is, there was the firework tent actually. That's what I want to talk about as well. Firework tents are pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to be up by tomorrow. I kind of doubt that they would take down immediately after July 4th. But it is possible because I think I did a quick Google search, and it was like fireworks are legal from this period to time, from this period to this period in time, and it actually went a little bit past July 4th. So maybe they'll keep selling, they'll keep the tent up, um, but I don't have a reason really to go back to Dad's. Unless I wanted to do that video. I am going to the gym near my dad's tomorrow, but I won't go past his house. Like I said, the tent had a lot of product. You know, lots and lots of fireworks. Obviously, they had no shortage. So I feel like it wouldn't make sense business wise for them to shut down literally the day after the 4th. But I feel like it's also possible, right? That they would. They just pack up and then I don't know, save it for next year. Yeah, so that's probably going to be a tough decision to make. I do want to, but it is a lot of effort and money as well. I guess I don't really have much to do tomorrow, I guess. And like I said, I'm going to the gym with my little sister at like 3. Um, yeah, that's kind of it, actually. That's the only thing I have scheduled. Anyway, so after the fireworks, which is very good and very fun, I came back and practiced electric guitar. I did not do catch up, which is bad because that means that I'm gonna fail that goal again this week. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. That thing's been going on for so long. I'll get it eventually. Like I said, I am working on that scholarship goal. And what was the other goal? The therapy goal. That one was technically completed. By that I mean I kind of got locked out of it, and I'm too embarrassed to call back again about that. Um, but yeah, I guess my Mac is still charging, but I have to pack that up as well. Anyway, I believe that is everything for today. Oh no, I kind of want to talk about the firework tent. You guys ever been into a firework tent? It's kind of cool. Um, they give you baskets if you want to like put all your stuff in. They're like, hey, you want a basket? They're like literally just like circular laundry baskets. I'm like, no thanks, I'll just carry it in my hands. So that was kind of fun. And then also the staff, they were all wearing bright neon green shirts that said, "If I run, you run." Which is of course referring to in the event of an accident where something catches on fire, it's obviously going to ignite probably everything else, and the entire tent is going to explode. So I thought that was kind of funny. Because if you see the staff running, that means you're also supposed to be running, and they have that on their shirt. But yeah, like I said, they had no shortage of product. Like I was surprised. Like I thought that they were gonna do like oh, we're gonna buy this much, and then hope we sell it all, and then maybe they undershoot that number, and then they end up running low on stock. But no, man, there was tables and tables and tables and baskets full of stuff, and I mean like everything. One of the things that really surprised me was I thought that I bought glow sticks there, literally just glow sticks, neon glow sticks, right? And then me and Bones, we left those in the bag because we're like, oh, those are just glow sticks. And then she picks it up and looks at it, and she's like, where do you light it? I'm like, you don't light it. It's a glow stick. She's like, no, you light it. I'm like, it's no, it's like a glow stick. Like, have you ever used a glow stick before? You break it. And she's like, it says light this end. And I'm like, what the heck? So I look at it, and it's not just a glow stick. It is actually something you're supposed to light. It was kind of like a sparkler on crack. Um, sparklers, they've got like those kind. It's kind of like you've used a sparkler before probably. It's just like a ball of sparks coming from the end, right? Well, this was like essentially like a tube that was just kind of shooting out sparks. And that's what the glow sticks were. They were not glow sticks. They were just like used, yeah, similar to a sparkler. It's just shooting a bunch of sparks forward, and it's very bright, very fun. I'm so glad that they weren't glow sticks. Because that is much more fun than if they were just regular glow sticks. I just got glow sticks because I thought it would be fun. Turns out I got something way more fun than actual glow sticks. Man, I got sidetracked there from the fireworks tent. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff, and they had big stuff too. I mean, like it was like it's just a box. I didn't read the description, but like it's a box and it's got like a skeleton that's on fire on it, right? And I'm like, holy crap! And it's got a name like the Sar Bomba. You know what I'm saying? Um, So that was kind of fun to see. Like I said, I don't know if I will go back there tomorrow to get the stuff. But yeah, the stuff that I did get, I got a few things that spun and then went into the air. I got one. It was just like it was kind of like a red and blue pill-shaped thing with two little wings on the side, and you light it, and it just goes sky high immediately. And then I got something two similar things. One was a ladybug. It looked like a little ladybug, and then you would light it, and it would spin around. It was actually a screecher, so it would spin around, it would screech, and it would shoot into the sky. That was pretty cool. Of course, as it's spinning, it's shooting out sparks, like a ring of sparks in all directions. That's pretty fun. And then the diamond, the magic crystal or something, whatever it was called. I think it was called magic crystal. It was like it was diamond shaped. And again, it would spin around. This one shot out kind of more little fireballs, which is pretty cool. And that was an actual technical term on the firework packaging. Is like it would be like warning shoots fireballs. So I just thought that was really fun. Um, so the diamond shot again a ring of sparks and also some fireballs, and then it went up into the sky, and that was cool. And then we also had a little fountain, a little firework fountain. It was just like pew, very fun, very cute. And then we had a one that was it was a blue slushy. It was made to look like a blue slushy, and then you would put it down, and presumably it would shoot up a blue fountain of sparks. Unfortunately, we thought that was the coolest thing we had, and we were saving it for the end, and it was a dud. We tried so freaking hard to get this thing to light. We lit the fuse, we stood back, nothing happened. We're like, okay, what do we do? We got a couple of handfuls of these. Essentially, they're like, imagine a sparkler, except it doesn't spark at all, and the end of it just stays hot, and it does not catch fire, but it stays hot. That is a thing I have seen before. I don't know what the name for them is. I always calling them hot sticks because that's what it is. And you use the hot sticks to light fuses for fireworks. All you do is you literally just hold the fuse to the hot stick, and then the fuse will light because it's hot enough to, of course, light the fuse. It's not hot enough that it's on fire constantly, but it kind of just burns very slowly so that you can use it to light stuff. So we got a few of those, right? And after the fountain was a dud, I tried sticking one of the hot sticks in there repeatedly, very hard, and it did not work. It just would not light. And I was like, okay, what if we try shooting a Roman candle at it? We still had Roman candles left over, so we used two of them, and I just pointed them right at them. I hit most of my shots. That thing just would not light. And then at one point, I just had the lighter, the little, little thumb lighter, and I just held it up there. I was trying my hardest to try and get it to burn, to light, and it wasn't lighting. I saw a couple sparks at one point, and I was like, maybe, but no. So then at that point we just got upset and we kicked it around, and then it came apart, and I found the actual stick in there that had the stuff in there, but there was like it was sealed pretty good. I couldn't figure out which end the wick went in, but I tried lighting kind of both ends. I tried lighting the whole thing on fire. It wouldn't work. And also like once we had the actual tube, that's I think fairly dangerous. I'm not sure. I've never seen that part of the firework. But what I was imagining was that if it does end up lighting, it's not going to explode. It'll just start kind of the fountain reaction process. I don't know. I wasn't sure. Like I said, we never got it to light. It did not explode either. I think it was just a dud, which is very sad because, like I said, we were saving that for last. But yeah, we tried so hard to get that to light, and then afterward, we ended up shooting the Roman candles at each other, and that was it. And we came home, and then I got home, and then I played. I tried playing a mission of Helldivers, and then some really weird technical glitch happened, which I think made my teammates think I was hacking, so then they kicked me. Is what I guess happened because something was like I said, something was definitely happening like server side because my all of my teammates were floating, where they should be walking. And then what I noticed was the enemies were floating above me and they couldn't see me. I could shoot them, but they couldn't see me. I was like, okay, something's definitely wrong. So I think on my teammate's screen, I was actually in the floor. I was driving through the floor in a car, shooting bullets up through the ground. And I was like, oh. And then at some point I got kicked and I was like, oh, they probably thought I was hacking somehow. But it was just some really weird, I think, server glitch. Um, so I tried playing the mission all the hours after I got back, and then that happened. So I just played a song or two on Dead as Disco. And like I said, I did practice electric guitar as well. So now I've got two piano practices and one guitar practice so far this week. So that's good. Whew. And that is my day. It's currently 12:10. I thought about going to bed earlier, but I still heard fireworks going off. I don't know if you guys can hear them on the mic. I don't think so because they weren't that loud. But I don't hear any right now. They were still going off fairly regularly at 11:30, which is when I thought about going to bed. I was like, I'll stay up a bit later, record this, and then it should be quiet. And it seems like it's quiet. So quite enough. I don't know if you heard those two that just went off. They were distant and fairly quiet, but they were there. I believe that is everything for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all for the final reports tomorrow, Sunday. Let me double check my microphone. Okay. Also, I want to reiterate, I found a little screw thing on my ring light that I didn't know it was there before. I'm very glad I found that because the light, I would try screwing it on, but it wouldn't screw, so it would sit on there, but it was kind of wobbly. But then now it's actually tight and it works. Anyway, I am really tired because I have not had enough food today, and I worked out and then did not eat a meal afterward because I don't feel hungry anymore because of my condition, mild chronic gastritis, which I can say with confidence now. And now I'm kind of too tired to make food, and it's 10:13 p.m. and I'm supposed to be asleep in 47 minutes. And I also wanted to practice electric guitar because I need to do that. Not the guitar catch up. I've already failed that. Don't worry. For this week, I can still try again next week. There's always next week, right? Anyway, gosh, I want to make this quick so that I can continue with my day, and by that I mean go to sleep and hopefully get to sleep and get enough sleep so I don't feel bad tomorrow. Also, I washed my hair. It looks freaking amazing. Um, what happened today? Today, woke up. When did I wake up? 10? I'm guessing 10, but I don't think it was 10. Um, Might have been 9. I don't know. But I woke up, and then I think I played some Helldivers, and I took my Prilosec, and then I had my leftover, quote unquote, McMuffins that I had from yesterday. Pretty good. I had one and a half, and they made my stomach feel weird. I don't know if that's maybe because like I've been taking the Prilosec for almost 3 weeks now. Um, and the package only said 2 weeks, but the doctor said longer, so it's like, okay, whatever. Technically, the doctor didn't, or I don't even know. It's complicated. Because I called and then they were like, hey, there's nothing on file. They didn't prescribe you any meds. And I'm like, well, the discharge stuff has meds on it listed, so it's like, what about that? But I didn't ask about that because I don't know. That's just what she said over the phone. But yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Appointment tomorrow. That's gonna be cool. I don't know what the appointment's gonna be about. Also, the lab results are back. There was a few that were abnormal. They were all very close to the normal range, but they were technically out of the normal range. Like I think like there's something called I believe it's called bilirubin. It is a thing in your blood. I think I had too much of that, and I also had too much iron in my blood, which is like the opposite of anemia. Like I said, it was barely out of range. I think on both of those, so those are super close to normal range. So it's like when the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, this is out of range, but this is a normal thing for young men," and then when we did another test, it went back to normal range. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just this one time it's out of range, but it's gonna normal itself out. Anyway, gosh, I was supposed to talk about today's event. Bacon, egg, and cheese, McMuffin, quote unquote. No, that's not how you do quotes. There we go. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm very tired. My brain is barely working right now because I don't have enough food. But now it's like, oh my gosh, what's even the point of eating food if you're gonna go to bed in an hour anyway? And also, I think you're not supposed to eat before bed. I've heard that before sometimes, a couple times, maybe once or twice. And yeah, so I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I want to because I'm kind of hungry, kind of like not really. Like I said, I'm hungry because I don't feel hungry anymore. The thing is I still need to eat food. So you might think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to not eat food? Well, like yeah, but no. Good in theory, not in practice. Um, so I had my muffins. And then I played Helldivers, and I played some Dead as Disco. I played some games. What's today? Sunday? Gosh, what did I even do today? Piano. Practice piano. Played games. No video. I thought about making one, but I didn't. Oh, I went to the gym with my little sister, and we did my usual workout routine. She is unfortunately not strong enough to do it as well as I do it. She struggles with chin ups and pull ups, and I guess actually everything now that I think about it, but that's okay. You got to start somewhere. I think she was talking to me. She was like, "Were you always able to do this?" And I was like, "Low key, yeah." Like I could always do a split squat on a Bosu ball. I don't know why. Just off rip, I was able to do that. And then that progressed into dragon squats. And I might have to start doing dragon squats on the Bosu ball because even the split squats are getting a little too easy. I could just up the reps, I guess. Is my phone still going off? No. Wait, what? Really? Seriously? I was having a conversation. It looks like it seems to have come to a stop naturally, which is good. It says he's typing. Okay, whatever. Um, so I went to the gym, came back, showered, great shower. I got groceries. I did a little bit of meal planning. I planned out my lunches, and then I started planning out my dinners, and then I gave up because I was like, wow, this is really hard. Um, It was a funny coincidence. I wanted to have chicken Caesar salad this week. But that would mean that I need to get a rotisserie chicken and then shred it. And then, by the grace of God, by some miracle, I walk into the Aldi and they've got rotisserie style shredded chicken, $7, and it's like this little thing. I'm like, okay, that seems a bit expensive. It's definitely more expensive than a rotisserie chicken, but that is the price of convenience, I tell you. $2 for $2 more, you can have it shredded and packaged, and you won't need to get your hands dirty shredding it yourself. So I was like, sure, why not? So I'm having chicken Caesar salad for dinners, which is good because I need more dinners. The only one on there is I've got dogs and mac, a smoothie, and eggs and ramen. And I thought I had 2 packs of ramen. I only have one. I don't think my roommate ate one. I don't think she would be that cruel. Um, I probably just ate it and then forgot about it. Um, yeah, but I thought I had two and then I have one. Got groceries. Gosh, I literally can't even I can't even begin to explain what happened today. It was a normal day. That sums it up. Went to the gym, little sister, that was fun. Uh, and then went grocery shopping, played games, uh, practiced piano. Yeah, I really need more structure kind of in my day, and that is kind of upsetting. Only because I have tried to add more structure, specifically with the day planner, and it doesn't quite seem to work out. I was like, maybe I'm using it wrong, maybe I'm not using it properly, like, am I missing something? But it's like I put things on the day planner and then I don't do them. It's like, why didn't you do them? You wrote them on there to do them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what you call executive dysfunction. Is that right? Executive dysfunction. I don't know. I think so. Um, but yeah. Also, I got a free energy drink from QT, Form Energy. I used to actually buy a lot of these. Ignore the paper towel coaster that is stuck to the bottom. I used to get a lot of these because QT always had a lot of deals on them, and I think they're quite good. This one, Silver Lightning. What does that even taste like? I couldn't tell you. Not because I can't taste it, just because I can't identify what the flavor is in there. It just tastes weird, which is good. I like when things taste at all, especially if they taste weird. I always think of that one orange slice candy that I loved as a kid that my siblings would never want. I actually, and I've said that made me like it more. I was like, I like this candy more because I know no one's gonna ask me for it because they don't like it, which means I can have it all to myself. um, yeah, but I don't know what Silver Lightning tastes like. Evidently. Yeah. The middle of the day is kind of like what even happened. I think that's what happened. Yeah, gym, shower, games, piano. Um, yeah, I'll probably have to spend time putting this video together and then uploading it. It says he's typing, but nothing happened. Oh wait, is it going to my computer? No. What? Wait. Oh, it is? Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay. That's why. Okay, I don't think you can hear my Discord notifications, but that's why it wasn't appearing on my phone because it's going to my computer. The conversation I was mentioning, talking about. Who? Where even was I? Today's events? Yeah. Piano? And then what? I don't know, games? Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend time putting this together. Okay, I was checking my phone to look in the videos. I wanted to add. Gosh, how can't. Frick! Okay, wait, no, hold on. I can still make it work. Don't worry, don't worry. Also, the Yap session. I am gonna do that. Fireworks with it? Probably not, which is a bummer, but like I said, I want to talk about that because I feel like it's a fun story, kind of, mostly, up until the end. But that's just life, honestly. Um, photos, video. Okay, yeah, okay, 2 videos. This one, uh-huh, and then this one. Okay, yes, so, Bones recorded a couple videos of the fireworks that we took. We're gonna play that first clip now. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching that first clip. That was fun. The thing, they went like all zoop, zoop, boom, boom. She actually got really scared. That was the second one we lit, or no, that was the third one we lit. The first one we lit, it wasn't a dud, but it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It lit and it went off, but it just didn't do what it was supposed to do, so it was kind of lame. The second one worked exactly how it was supposed to do, which was like you saw, very similar to how you saw in that clip. And then she got scared, not that it was funny, because it was like, it was just, it was zoop, 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 zoop. And then she was like, ah, and I was like, ha ha ha. Anyway, Yeah, so that was called a I think it was called like a ground bloom firework. I really like those ones because they're bright and spinny and fun. And then you can see in the very end of the clip, it started just spouting flames at the end, which I thought was really funny. Because it's like, you've got that cool effect and then it just starts shooting out flames. It's not all of that is not on the very end of the video, but you can kind of see a little bit of it. Um, anyway, roll the second clip. It's burning me. Oh, look at that.
It's breathing fire.
Whoa. Round two. Whoa!
Oh,
That was a little
shit!
close.
Oh,
All right, I hope you enjoyed the second clip. That was it was a little frog thing. And as you can see at the end, I didn't think it would spin. I don't know if it was supposed to, but it shoots fire. It's got two sort of charges in there. It shoots fire, and then it starts shooting fireballs, and then it's got like it screeched. I didn't know it would screech, but it spun around and screeched. And one of the little fireballs actually kind of curved after it shot, and that's why she got so scared in the recording, was because it actually curved towards us slightly and then spun around. So it did a little, it kind of did a little pulled a fast one on us. Is what happened. And then yeah, those are the clips that I'm gonna add. Or I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, because I've got my phone here. The clips aren't on my computer, but I think I can transfer them pretty easy and then insert them. Otherwise, I'm gonna look really stupid for those several seconds. Um, Let me. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh shoot! Oh crap! Okay. I'm gonna bring my phone cord over here as a reminder that I need to transfer those files and then upload them. Um, but yeah, so those were the clips I wanted to show from the fireworks we did. Like I said, little kitty stuff, but it was a lot of fun still. We also had like smoke bombs and sparklers, all that fun stuff. Um, Also, I never talked about what happened to Thursday. I think I didn't do it Friday. I said I was gonna do it Saturday, and then I forgot about it Saturday. But Thursday, not really much happened, if I'm being honest. It was that was the start of the weekend for us because we had the Friday off for the holiday. So I left work early. So did my little sister. And then because she works there now. And then I came home and I played games, and I can't remember any other notable things that I did other than I took an edible, only 2.5 milligrams. But like I said, I have the weakest little baby tolerance. I didn't think I would feel nearly as much as I did on that 2.5 milligram edible, but it was crazy, dude. I was like blasted. I was like, I cannot be productive any longer. I am almost incapacitated. So I ended up falling asleep. I forgot to brush my teeth. I forgot to put my retainers in. I fell asleep with the lights on, and then woke up at 4 in the morning to go pee. I didn't feel like I had to pee, but I went to pee just in case because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna pee my pants because I took an edible. Um, but yeah, that's why there was no entry for Thursday. It was because I was very high off of a very weak edible. But it was not weak to me. Anyway, that's what happened on Thursday, and we're at 12 minutes now. Yeah, I really want to try and get to bed on time. I probably won't eat, even though I really should. Wow, I really, really should eat because I had a workout, and then that's gonna require protein to repair my body. Because when you work out, you literally destroy your body, and then it repairs itself stronger. I don't know. It's annoying because I'm not hungry. I am not hungry, but I know that I need food. But my stomach is not like, give me food. It's just I'm tired, and my brain's not working, and I feel like you can tell. I feel like you can tell. I don't know. You can't. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I know I can. I know I sure as heck can tell that I have not had enough food today. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna have yogurt and granola if I do eat at all this evening. This eve. Um, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Oh, goals? Yeah, they're there. But we'll get to those after the journal. Psych, we don't do that anymore. I believe I added 2 entries today, but like I said, they're personal. You don't get those anymore. Those are mine. The goals, they're all paused except for the one that I didn't do this week. But don't worry, I'll work on it. And I made progress on another one that is arguably more important, which is the college thing. I meant to look into the website today. I'll get to that. Um, yeah, I think we're good. I remember I was gonna be like, okay, quick, 4 minute entry for a normal day, and I was like, oh, it's Sunday. I have to do the big entry, and by that I mean I have to not only talk about my day, I gotta put the video clips together, I gotta upload the clips, I gotta edit, I gotta put in the clips from my phone, because like I said, otherwise I'm gonna look like a darn fool. Um, think we got everything. I think that's everything I wanted to say and talk about, and that's about everything I did as well. 4th of July was very fun this year. Yeah, I really want to make that Yap session actually. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll use my day planner and schedule a couple things on there. Cause as long as I lock in, I've got like 5 or 6 hours of free time after I get home from work. That's plenty of time. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Wait, no, no, no. Wait, I gotta do my little sign off. Crap. Okay, hold on. No, I got this. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? What happened this week? I usually go off of something that happened this week. Um, uh, See, sometimes I feel like they need to be either like inspirational or funny. They don't have to be anything actually. They just have to be something. You know, that's what it was. There's this phrase in the art community: make it exist and then make it good, which is it's a great phrase. Um, Anyway, my name is Asher. That was the Chronicle, and if you've never been to a firework tent, I think I would recommend it. It's pretty cool. They've got a lot of stuff in there, and it's a lot of fun. And I believe that's everything. Bye.